What's going on, everyone? It's Joe here, back with Jar Jar Jargon. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Man, oh man, did we get an incredible episode of Ahsoka. Episode 5, Clone Wars flashbacks, a lot of Anakin action, and of course, Ahsoka the White. Can I also just say how incredible Hayden Christensen was as Anakin Skywalker? I think this might be his best performance as Anakin, aside from Revenge of the Sith. It was just everything that we thought Anakin was based on the Clone Wars animated show, and of course the live-action movies Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. He really just morphed it into one character that we can seamlessly see on screen now. Specifically, the flashback on Ryloth. Anakin looked absolutely incredible. The de-aging was hardly even noticeable at all. His hair, the Clone Wars armor, everything was freaking perfect. We're seeing Rex in Phase 1 clone armor. You gotta be freaking kidding me. This was just too freaking good. And of course, young Ahsoka, played by Ariana Greenblatt, who's been in Barbie and Avengers Infinity War. She played a young Gamora there. She was absolutely incredible as Ahsoka. It really truly felt like the Clone Wars Ahsoka that we saw in the first few seasons. I will say, in the flashback for the Siege of Mandalore, she did look a little young to be where we think Ahsoka would be at that point in time, but I'm fine with them keeping the same actress for that flashback as well. It was pretty short, but then we saw, of course, Rex in the Phase 2 armor, which was even better than Phase 1. Honestly, the whole thing was truly incredible, but it really got me thinking. Disney absolutely has to give us more live-action Clone Wars, and this could be either in a movie form or maybe in a mini-series or limited series of some sort. Think about it for a second. If we got a limited series where maybe it's 4 or 6 episodes, each episode follows a different Jedi Knight and his clone battalion. Maybe the last one, that series finale, is Anakin, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and of course Captain Rex, voiced by Tamara Morrison. Maybe even takes his helmet off. That would be sick. And we get a whole entire Clone Wars mission arc with them in an episode. How freaking awesome would that be? Better yet, give us a movie. Give us a whole Clone Wars era movie. We know they can pull it off. We saw young Ahsoka. We saw Anakin. We already know Obi-Wan looks pretty much exactly the same. Ewan McGregor doesn't age. So just give it to us, Disney. This is exactly what the fans want. People already went to the theater yesterday just to see this episode of Ahsoka. And from all the reports, there was tons of cheering when Rex was on screen and when Anakin and young Ahsoka showed up. So there's no doubt in my mind that people would pay money. They would line up to see some live action Clone Wars content, especially one with a bigger budget. Obviously, in a lot of these scenes, you can tell they're volume shots. They really use the fog of war to hide, I think, a lot of the budgetary issues and the lack of sets. And that's okay, because obviously they needed to switch locations on and off, and of course they probably already paid a lot of money just to have Hayden in it in the first place. But if you up the budget and focus something specifically on Clone Wars, like I said, a mini series or a movie, they could definitely put more effort into these sets. These battles could be absolutely epic on screen. We saw the AT-TEs, the Republic gunships. I want to see even more of that. I want to see it a lot clearer too. The fog definitely gave a cool effect and a cool like flashback effect to these scenes that Ahsoka was trying to relive there. But if we got something that was just more focused on the Clone Wars, not necessarily so much on Ahsoka, it would be absolutely incredible. To top it all off, let Dave Filoni direct it, let Dave Filoni write it. I know he's pretty wrapped up with Mandoverse projects right now, but it would be awesome to have him on board as well. Clearly, he knows how to direct Anakin better than anyone else. This episode alone pretty much shit on everything that we saw in Kenobi, especially the flashback. Why did they choose to go so young with Anakin in the flashback for Kenobi? He looked far too old, but in this, of course, he looked perfect. The de-aging was perfect across the board, especially when they, aged him up when he became kind of Vader and had the Sith eyes again, then aged him back down. I mean, it was flawless. I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty much all I can think about since seeing that episode is all those awesome flashbacks during the Clone Wars and how I just want to see more of that. And even during the episode, I wanted to see more of it once Anakin disappeared.
I want more. And I know I shouldn't.
So let me know what you guys think. Would you love to see a Clone Wars movie or some sort of live action mini series or limited series? Hell, should they just do all 7 seasons of the Clone Wars in live action? I'm just kidding, but it would be freaking incredible to see a little bit more Clone Wars in live action. That tease was just far too good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please do hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching as always.
The Lova Numataffa.